You know when we get sick, right? And we start obsessing over like what the sickness is. We'll go on Google and we say, oh yo, I feel something right here. Then Google gives you like a long list of stuff of things it could be. And it's useful information. But it's like at the same time we making an agreement with the weakness, the sickness. And this is when we should be trying to feel stronger than ever. I remember, I don't know what I had, you know what I mean? I think it was when COVID first started. I'm guessing that's what it was supposed to be. I was kind of fucked up, you know what I mean? And I guess I had all the symptoms of what that would be, but I never got tested. I never knew what it was. I just stayed in the house until that shit fucking went away. But like, never on my mind was like I was just weak or something. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get through this shit. And no matter how much it hurted, I knew I was gonna get through it. I wasn't obsessing over it. I just knew it was something that was gonna come and go. So in life, I think that we just agree with being weak in so many ways, and we become that. So it's like if you got a pain in your leg and you go on Google or something and you try to figure out what it is, and then you find out what it is, rather than saying like, yo, I'm gonna walk more. Even though my fucking leg is hurting, I'm gonna walk more, I'm gonna work my leg out more than usual, you know? Because you're not going to agree that my leg is going through whatever Google says, and you know, because once you agree with that weakness, you start to believe it, and then you start to act in accordance to whatever that is, rather than acting in accordance to perfect health. When people sick, what do? They lay in bed. Like, oh, I don't feel well. You should be fucking, like when I was sick, I was doing push-ups more than ever. I was trying to get active more than ever in the crib. Whenever something comes over me, I want to feel more stronger than ever, because I'm not gonna agree with that weakness. I'm not gonna say, oh, I have this, and just let it sit with me and you know, just lay there. No. I'm gonna let my body know, I'm gonna let my mind know that I'm at perfect health, and that's what I'm gonna what I'm gonna end up with, perfect health. I'm not gonna end up with the sickness like it's my friend. No, being sick is not my friend. So I'm not going to fucking lay down and sit with it until it passes. You know, I'm not gonna let my body agree with it. Like, oh, every time it may come around, it's like, oh, hey, yeah, I can just sit with you for 2 weeks, and you know, you just gonna let me stay here. No, I'm gonna let my body know, like, this is not something that we doing. We not doing this. We not thinking about it. We not researching it. We not doing none of that. I really don't even want to know what it is. I just want it out. So make sure, you know, you're not making any type of agreements with sicknesses, and, you know, believing like, oh, this is what it is. This is what it's supposed to be, because that's when it's going to keep showing up. You know what I mean? And you don't want that in your life. You want to be feeling good. You want to know that your body is at peak health. And knowing that you need to know that when stuff shows up in your reality that kind of contradicts that, you need to know that the most at those moments. And at those moments, don't believe in perfect health. Don't believe in the ailments, because that's the things that's going to stay. And whatever you believe in will stay, and whatever you don't believe in will go. So, make sure we're not making no agreements with weakness, sicknesses, or any type of, like, even it can even go to mental weaknesses, or I can't do that. You'll never want to say that, because it's true when you say that, when you believe it, it's true, because you won't ever get the energy or the mental capacity to be able to do it, because you just made yourself fail before you even tried. Never say that you can't do something you never tried before, because you making yourself believe that, and you're not gonna give yourself the ability to do it. You take the ability away before you even try. Never believe in any type of weakness like that, because there's a lot of things that I thought I couldn't do back in the day that I'm doing now. So it's a mental thing. So we want to erase I can't. And it's some things that you won't do, of course. That's better, because now you have a choice. I won't do that. I will not allow myself to do that. That's a choice. That's something different. But to say I can't do something, you're killing your ability to do things. So don't agree with weakness. Don't agree with I can't do something. Take those words out of your vocabulary. Don't say them. Take impossible out of your vocabulary, because a lot of things have been done. As soon as they say, oh, no one can't beat this record and this fastest running record, that record always gets beaten. As soon as somebody say, I can beat that record, it gets beaten. But when people try to put that thought out there and say, oh, yo, this record just cannot be beaten. People attach themselves to these type of thoughts and just believe that, until somebody comes up with their own beliefs, like, you know what, I'm going to beat that record. I know I could beat that record. And they beat it. And it happens year after year after year after year. So don't say you cannot do something, because now you putting your beliefs in that, and then you making it a reality. Your reality is now you cannot do that. That's your reality now, until you change it.